SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information. Hi, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 8 in the NFL, and right now we're talking with Tony George from Tony George Sports, LockerRoomPicks.com, and his Yahoo Sports radio show every Sunday morning. Tony, thanks for being back with us this week.
Thanks for having me on, Peter.
Man, you know, I totally agree with you on Detroit last week and the pick we made. And it looked like we were going to get it. It just, God, it's just the way the NFL goes, right?
Yeah, you know, it was that was actually a premium play of mine, and I had a 4-2 week in the NFL. That was one of the losses, and that one stung. They had them by the short and curlies most of that game, and you know, Cincinnati just continues to win with smoke and mirrors and these last-second wins.
Yep.
You know, I don't know what to make of Cincinnati. They keep winning, but it's ugly and it's through default. And last week was no different. But you know, Detroit defense didn't play that well either.
Yeah, I had that game. I was on that game big as well. It was the last leg in a round-robin parlay that I had, so I didn't wind up losing that much. But, I had the books by the short and curlies myself. I was holding the books' pubic hair, and then they just blew it. And I wound up still making a little on my round robins, but would have made a whole lot more if Detroit had figured out a way to pull it out. All right, Tony George, let's discuss Giants-Philly right now. Philly is a 5 or 5.5 point home favorite. Totals 51.5 or 52. And, you know, both these teams kind of up in the air. You know, we know that Michael Vick is going to be starting here, so that should give Philly a boost. But their offense last week was not getting it done at all. Their defense, though, was excellent, you know, holding down Dallas. And the Giants, you know, last week, you know, there's some good signs to take from it, but how much can we really, say that that's going to be predictive, considering that it came against the disastrous Minnesota Vikings? I don't know what. For me, this is just a complete pass. What would you do if you had to bet this game, Tony George?
Well, whenever you have a battle of two bad teams, and these are two bad teams, I don't care, pardon me, how well Philadelphia's defense played last week. I'm not so sure that Dallas had much of an offense without a running game. But at the end of the day, you know, I'll take the points in a game between two bad teams. And that game on Monday Night Football, and I did take the Giants, but it was just absolutely unwatchable. Right. You know, I'm looking at reruns of Boardwalk Empire halfway through the thing. I couldn't stand to watch it. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, one thing about, from a mental aspect, New York gets off the schneid. They finally get a win. You know, they get something positive to happen there. There's nothing worse than being in a locker room. And I was in a locker room in college when I played college ball. And when you lose 6 games in a row, there's not a lot to be excited about. You win one, it adds a little bit more of what I would consider some enthusiasm. And I did see some good things. I think that New York's able to throw on them. I don't think that Eli Manning, you know, is the type of guy that's just going to continually throw 3 or 4 picks a game, and he didn't throw any. And, I'm not so sure Vic is the answer here for Philadelphia. I've never been sold on him there, and he does turn the ball over. I do like the Giants here, plus the 5.5. You need that number. That's a bad number to lay in the NFL, Peter. And one more thing while we're on the subject. If you want to play a totals play in this, probably going to be a lot of scoring here. So over the number here, I think it's around, I can't remember right where the number was. Yeah, I think it's a game where you're going to be able to see 50 points or more. I think both teams are going to be in the high 20s. You might even have one team in the 30s. I do think it's going to be a shootout. I wouldn't be surprised to see it go over. But the points really here, 3 points one way or the other on the side play. Both of them are bad teams. Always grab the points.
All right, so your official pick on this one for the purposes of our rec keeping is going to be the Giants or the over, or both?
The Giants.
Plus 5.5. All right, thanks so much, Tony George.